Thank you, Michelle. And hello, everyone, and welcome to the Toronto Artistic Food Expo. This is part two of my conversation with MasterChef Canada judges, Chef Michael Bonacini and Chef Claudio Aprile. Yesterday, we spoke about the devastating effects of the pandemic and its impact over the hospitality industry. We spoke about ghost kitchens and how more and more of these virtual restaurants are popping up all over the place. But we all agreed that nothing can replace the experience of going to a restaurant with your family and friends and enjoying a wonderful meal. And I think, Chef Michael, we have all missed that part. But this pandemic has also forced us or allowed us to reconnect with our local farmers, with our local food producers, with artisans. In a way, we have rediscovered all of these wonderful places in our community. How important is it that we continue to support the local farmers, the local restaurants, and the local artisans in our community?
Thank you for the question, Tony. I do think that the disruption that we've experienced during COVID times has changed the way we look and think about food. Whilst it's relatively easy for us to pick up our phone, order a dinner for 3 or for 4, order some groceries to come in and be delivered, it has also forced us to cook more, cook dishes that we've never cooked before, cook dishes that we've wanted to cook more of our favorite things. We've spent more time at the grocery stores, which I think is a good thing because it helps teach us seasonality of product. It helps us see and be inspired by those ingredients that you see in the fruit and vegetables, the fresh herbs, the beautiful fish, the various cuts of meat. And in that way, it's somewhat a nod and connection with the farmers and growers and the artisans that do incredible job with providing food ingredients, whether it is a little condiment, a little salsa, a cured meat, beautiful home fresh baked bread. All of those things are important elements that come together to create a delicious, delightful family meal. You know, we live in a country that has a challenging environment for farming or growing of produce all year round. So when spring comes at this time of year, we all get excited by the opening of your local farmers market. And what a great way to go out and enjoy fresh air, connect with a farmer that's been growing, whether it's rhubarb this time of year, asparagus is somewhat around the corner. We'll get some gorgeous strawberries come June, and to enjoy them whilst they're at their prime and at their best, and chat with a farmer and see what they've been up to and how COVID has affected them. Because if we lose those kind of passionate individuals, we've lost a slice of greatness, and that's not a good thing. So I encourage everyone who listens to this to get out there, eat local, support local, go to the farmers markets, revel in this time of year and the season, and just cook your hearts out.
Yeah, and you know, Chef Michael, one of my favorite spots in the city is the St. Lawrence Market. You know, we've been going there as a family since my kids were 2 or 3 years old. But we also discovered, you know, other wonderful places in the city and outside the city. You know, we will continue to visit and support them throughout this pandemic. Well, Chef Claudio, technology has proven to be an indispensable resource for restaurants throughout the pandemic, you know, from QR codes, menus to an app-based reservation, pre-ordering before the guests arrive. Will the use of technology continue to grow within the industry? What do you think?
I think there's going to be obviously an opportunity for technology to find its way into the restaurant industry, even more so than the past. But I don't feel that technology is ever going to take the place of good cooking, great service. You know, I think those two things are always going to be the most important ingredients in a restaurant. As Michael pointed out, I do see potentially menus, being eliminated, physical menus from the restaurant experience. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think, menus can be very costly. As Michael can attest, he has so many restaurants. I'm sure his paper costs are through the roof because of that. That's a good thing to be able to eliminate that. I think there's going to be, I think the consumer is going to probably become more demanding actually when they go to a restaurant now, when it comes to value for money, because everyone's been forced to cook at home, produce more delicious food at home. I think the home cook has become a lot more skilled because of the pandemic. I know myself, I've never cooked so much at home in my entire life. I love doing it. But I think that the non-chef home cook has become a lot more elevated, and therefore that will put more pressure on chefs to become, to be creating more delicious food, more innovative food. I think there's going to be a great, great, great opportunity for restaurants to create food that is more innovative, that is the kind of food that the home cook can't produce themselves at home. Because I think what's interesting, and I found this with MasterChef, again, I'm not trying to plug the show, but I will anyway, is the home cooks have season after season have become just better and stronger, faster. The lines between a home cook and a restaurant line cook are blurred now. And I think that's happening even more so now with this pandemic. And I think that's a good thing. I think it'll just force restaurants to become better. I think that can never be a bad thing.
Oh, I agree, Chef Claudio. I mean, that's never a bad thing for sure. I was reading an article last week, where they were promoting this idea of a flexible kitchen. I think that's what they called it. So basically, I'm going out with my family to a restaurant, but I like to eat Italian. My granddaughter wants to eat sushi. My grandson wants a steak. My son wants to eat something else totally different. And so we're able to order ahead, and we get to the restaurants and we're able to eat. We're all able to eat something different. Is this something that you see happening in the future in the industry?
I don't know. I still think that there's always the risk of becoming the jack of all trades, master of none, if you do too many different cuisines under one kitchen, under one roof. I think there's a lot to be said about a chef that focuses on one style and does it really well. I do think that the future restaurants, not in every case, but I do think that there's going to be a lot of operators are going to develop concepts that are more of a hybrid, where there is a grocery component, a great strong takeaway component. I think IT is going to be a big part of restaurants moving forward in terms of very seamless point of sale user experience. I think that is going to be the way of the future. But again, I don't think anything can replace sitting down in a beautiful restaurant with great furniture, great lighting, great service, great food. I think that's here to stay. I think there's going to be an insatiable appetite for the restaurant experience.
And yeah, and like Chef Claudio, like you and Chef Michael and Chef Alvin have said many times on MasterChef Canada, taste is king, and it will always be about that. It will always be about quality. It will always be about, the love and that special touch, that great chefs like yourselves will add to a wonderful dish and make it just a memorable experience. You can never replace that. That's for sure. Well, Chef Michael, Chef Claudio, this has been just a fantastic conversation. I've enjoyed listening to everything you both had to say. I will give you a final word. What would you like to say to everyone watching, to all the guests and to all the chefs?
What I'd like to say to our guests our people in the industry is that optimism is out there in big doses right now. The vaccines are being administered. Spring is around the corner. I think in the next 45 days, plus or minus, we will turn a significant corner. Now is not the time to give up hope. Those who have been loyal to your favorite restaurants or experimenting, ordering from different restaurants, different cuisines, please continue that. That lifeline is absolutely essential and will be for a reasonable amount more time. And we can't wait to swing our doors open, greet our guests, greet our friends from the neighborhood, your families, and let's enjoy and share and break bread together. And those of you who are in the industry, let's not forget what it is that God is excited about being in the hospitality, service, food industry. It is a beautiful industry. It is an industry that is so rich with diversity and opportunity and flavor and growth and such a beautiful business to be in. Let's not let go of that. It will come back. It will take a little time, but we will come back stronger than ever. So my sort of final word is don't give up hope. Believe in it. It'll happen.
Chef Claudio?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a cliche metaphor for myself is, when there's a forest fire, everything burns down, and then the ground becomes more fertile and vibrant, and all the trees, all the plants come back up and become stronger and greener, and I think the restaurant business is no different. We will bounce back. I think hopefully we'll bounce back and be more kind, to each other, have a little more humility, more patience, recognize that we are a lot more similar than we are different from one another. Even if you are the owner of the restaurant or, a line cook, we all have the same needs. I think that the restaurant business it's never been the kind of business where you can make a quick buck. It takes a lot of work. The profit line is very thin, and that tells me that the people who are in it really love to be in it and are doing it for the right reasons. And it'll bounce back in a stronger, better way. I don't think it's going to get worse. I think it's going to get better. As Michael said, I think right now we're at a very critical point. We're so close, I think, to reopening in a very cautious way, which is, I think, very important right now. And I think, which is important, I think, to say for me is that, we've never seen anything like this happen before. And I think that in Toronto, I will speak, for our leaders in the city, I think they've done a pretty decent job at keeping, people calm. And the next step is just vaccinations, making sure that we roll out these vaccinations in a very effective, efficient, and safe way, which I see happening. But I think overall, I think it's going to make the city stronger. That's what I feel.
Yes, absolutely, Chef Claudio. And our wish and our hope certainly is for everyone in the industry to come back stronger. And your presence here today and your words will go a long way in encouraging and inspiring everyone to look ahead with renewed enthusiasm, with more energy, and with hope. There is a big light at the end of the tunnel. So on behalf of everyone watching and everyone here at the Toronto Artistic Food Expo, a sincere and heartfelt thank you. And on a personal note, I'm very, very grateful and honored that you were able to join me here today. Every time I think about you and the entire MasterChef family, I always think of you with lots of love, with respect and gratitude. Thank you for making this special day for me and for everyone watching. You know, I hope to see you again soon. And until then, please stay safe and be well.
Look forward to it. That's very kind of you to say those kind words. And you keep doing what you're doing. Your Instagram feed, I love going on it. Love to see what Tony's been doing in the kitchen. Love the recipes. Well, keep doing what you do. It's fabulous to see. I certainly thoroughly enjoy it, and I know many, many others do. And the best of success with the Artistic Food Expo 2021. Well done and well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you, Chef Claudio. Thank you, Chef Michael. Love you.
Yeah, baby.
Grazie. Ciao, ciao. Arrivederci.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining me and MasterChef Canada judges, Chef Michael Bonacini and Chef Claudio Aprile at the Toronto Artistic Food Expo. Please enjoy the rest of the event. Michelle, back to you.